What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Monday, December 27th. Guys, I hope you've had a wonderful holiday weekend. It has been splendid for me, and it's good to take some time off, but I am back and in gear for this next new token, which is the Decimated token. Also, the ticker symbol's DIO. What I'm really excited about it with this token is just the game itself, and also we're going to be talking about different platforms, different ways that you can participate in the IDO launch, or possibly just the launch of the DIO token once it does go online. Now, we're going to be talking about those three different platforms at the very end, and we're going to be talking about how you can participate in each of those platforms. And we're also going to dive deeper into what Decimated is and why I feel so bullish for this coin coming in 2022. Now, before we begin, be sure to like that button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to join our Patreon page. Now, let us begin. Okay, so Decimated, what is it all about? So one of the things that my Patreon members had brought up to me was Scalper said, Decimated looks very promising, under the radar so far. They have just started to do more than marketing for their pre-sale coming soon. They will do their IDO on a very, very solid launchpad, Firestarter, best launchpad on the market. And they are really building a quadruple A game, or also known as a triple A game, taking their time through necessary to build something solid. Maybe alpha, beta in Q3, Q4, 2022. Hope so. Jordan also says agreed. So I was taking their suggestion and I wanted to look into the game itself. So who's behind the game? That company is called Fractured Labs. Now, as we go through the slide, which we're going to do really quick, they've have 13 years in gaming experience. And they usually use motion capture to help provide some cinematic feel to the game. And these are the type of games that they have worked on. Division, you're very much aware of. Division is pretty much a third-person shooter game. And also, there's Gods of War, Injustice, Aliens, the Colonial Marines, which just came out, Dying Light. I mean, these are all great games. Now, it doesn't mean that this company is like the main head honcho behind every one of these projects. You know, they could just be a part of each one of these projects, which is good, you know, because you want to be associated with these big name brands. Let's not forget about Batman, Arkham Origins, which is also a great game, and also Borderlands 2. These are great. Now, they actually had been starting on Decimated in early of 2018. This isn't just new. Some games just come out and they're new. This has been in the works for forever. Now, they're using Unreal Engine software to create the game, which is great, always a huge promise, but also know that it's built on the Solana blockchain, and I'm pretty happy about that. It used to be listed on the Binance Smart Chain, but Solana had just shown so much promise that they ended up transferring their data over to the Solana blockchain. Again, the titles once more. Now, they're all over the place. They're in Lisbon, Kiev, Estonia. That's where their team is pretty much out and about. That just goes to show you how global this business is. You can view this trailer here. It talks about the game itself and also kind of the statistics around basically how they plan to publish this. Now, they want to have it on the Steam network, but the thing is, Steam isn't really supporting blockchain games, so I don't know how this is going to work, but in my eyes, this is not going to go through. They do say that a multiplayer demo in Q1 of 2022 is going to come out, but I don't know how that's going to be, so keep an eye out for that. I do have high hopes for them, and I do think they're really well positioned to partner themselves with the right people so that they can be listed on Steam. Here is the DIO token. There's 4 rounds of 4 million market cap. And it also talks about the marketplace, and also it talks about each stage, right? There's a seed round, strategic round, and then there's the private sale, which is happening right now. And then shortly after that, there will be a public sale. But know this, the price at the launch is 5 cents, and most IDOs for gaming start at 5 cents. Just know that. And also down here, you get to see the different type of vehicles. These are going to be NFTs. They're going to be on for sale. And this is kind of how the tokenomics works. Now, this is the seed, so you get to see that they have 5%, and know that the public sale is around 1%. Now, when I think about the public sale and the seed sale, that's actually quite fair. I think that this is actually a decent way to allocate funds as of right now. I think it's because they've been working on this game since 2018, so they have the tokenomics really strategically put for them. And so obviously there's other different, there's this larger section to help pay off a majority of the players who end up, either staking the rewards or end up earning tokens in the game. But it isn't like taking up 98%, which we've kind of put up in our previous video for Monkey Ball, which 98% was tokenomics made just for the players, which is kind of a large amount, and it shouldn't be. It should be around like this amount. 40% seems fair to me, and 20% marketing. So this is a fair tokenomics. I dig that. Launchpad strategy, obviously on CoinMarketCap, they have not listed how that coin is going to launch, but you can participate in Firestarter if you want to. But I'm going to advise my viewers, don't participate in the Firestarter, and that's just my personal opinion. I just don't think that it's exactly the right incentive to get involved in. But we are going to check out other different Launchpad platforms that you should get involved in. But one of my viewers in my Patreon page says that Firestarter is a good suggestion. So, make sure to do your own homework. This is also the roadmap for themselves. And this is the comparables, which basically says it's Blade Runner meets Ruin meets RoboCop meets Rage 2. So you get a tone and feel of what this game is going to be. Also concept art. Anybody can create concept art, and yeah, I think that's fair. Like people need to get a good look and feel of what direction they're headed to. This is also the mood board, so you get to see like the feel that they're trying to give you. It's supposed to be dystopian, post-apocalyptic, and futuristic. This is the gameplay, so you can actually see what the game looks like. And also, this is a kind of description of what Decimated should look like, which is a cyberpunk Wild Wild West set in 2187. These are the different types of cities and map locations, and then it will show you on this page basically how they all integrate. There's security, there's red zones, there's also the green zones, which is the safe zone. They have banks all over the city, and this is how they project it on the map. And it keeps going forward where, if you have missions, this is kind of how it starts, and this is where you meet for attacking players, and then you can go back to your points to salvage and transport your rewards. And then it keeps going. You can check this out yourself. It's on their website. It's basically, built on Canva, and it really does lay out a lot of ambitious ideas, right? But other than that, I don't want to dive deeper into this. I'm going to show you the gameplay footage because this was uploaded in May 29 of 2020. So this was way early on in 2020. So you got to imagine like, wow, they're really far into this game. When you look at Citus, they can only show a very small arena, but they haven't really showed people, communicating, interacting in the game like this does. This is like full on battle mode. So this is more than just a beta. I think they're past their beta stage, and they're almost just getting ready to launch a really good beta, meaning like it's like the official launch of the tone and feel. This is like the development process of it, and it's kind of the brick and mortars of it all. So I thought that was really cool. Now, further on, they said that they had partnered up with Alameda Research, which you guys know I'm very bullish on. Anytime Alameda partners with somebody, I get really hype. And then I recently found out that their partners on their Discord is much larger. So let's look at them. Decimated investors, they raised over $4 million. That includes Alameda, that includes Hubie Ventures, which we're going to talk about, Good Game Guilds, YouTube influencer Crypto Banter, Firestarter, and much, much more. Now, when you go to CoinMarketCap, there's no information, obviously, because the coin has not launched yet. So here we're going to dive deep into 3 different ways you can get involved if you want to participate in the IDO, and also if you don't want to participate in the IDO, because people in the United States cannot participate in the IDOs because of the regulation. The Security Exchange Commission does not allow Americans, US citizens, to participate in IDOs. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. So I'm going to show you the first one, which is VLaunch. Now, this is a fully influencer-backed multi-chain platform. Now, you can participate this if you have VPAD tokens, but the only way you can buy them is either through Uniswap, which we don't like because it's built on the Ethereum blockchain. But if you can, connect your Polygon wallet to Uniswap, then you don't have to deal with those fees. So you can buy those tokens here. But here's the thing. So if you go to stake now, you have to read the wording here, right? So the thing that was a red flag for me was early unstake penalty is a max of 75%. That then drops linearly each day until the stake unlock date, right? So what does that mean? So basically, when you stake, if you decide to unstake, you end up losing almost a max of 75%. It says down here, stake as many times as you like, great, but stake tokens count towards VLAN's lottery, but unstake penalty only applies to staked amount, not APY rewards. So that means your staked amount, if you withdraw, if you unstake it, then those VPAD tokens are taken away. I don't know how that makes sense to me. That this seems wrong. Again, for me, I want to protect my viewers, I want to protect my investors and my Patreon members from getting screwed on. This is why I don't support IDO launches. It's an incentive to fully invest in a company just to participate in a cheaper coin. And in full transparency, all the IDOs that we've reviewed, majority of them, I haven't heard really one good story. And this is true. I haven't heard really one good story of someone who's won a lottery or won an allocation. Maybe they're keeping it secret, I don't know, but I have heard the bad stories. And that is, I've lost money with the coin that I was supposed to buy and stake for the Launchpad platform. And I ended up having to pay hidden fees to buy the tokens for that IDO. And then when I get the IDO, I ended up not getting what I expected, which was, you know, an allocated amount. Because what they don't talk about is how much allocation you get. That's not clear. And it's because the space is so new. So yes, but if you have these VPAD tokens and you got in really early, then this is something that you may want to do. And you go down here to Decimated, and you can obviously sign up for the whitelist. I personally signed up for the whitelist myself, but I didn't stake any coins. But it's so strange that I was able to just add myself to the whitelist, even though I haven't contributed anything. But that's just how it is. You know, I'm just showing you guys what I've seen on this website, okay? Now, the second thing I want to show you is the Huobi Global platform. Now, Huobi Global put out this this list, right? And I think that the token DIO will actually launch on Huobi Global Exchange, which you can sign up if you feel like it. And if you live in the United States, there is a way to sign up for this, but I have that information that I can't publicize on here because I don't want to get in trouble, but I do have it listed on my Patreon page. Now, over here, you can have two different ways to be a part of this allocation. So basically, you can either go through an advanced verification, trade a certain amount, by the way, or you can hold, the second option is you can hold a certain amount of HT tokens, which is the ticker symbol for the Huobi Global Exchange token. And based on how much you hold, then that's going to be how much you're going to be allocated to buy these tokens. But again, this is another incentive. This is why I try to be careful in what my viewers do. Now, if you already have HT tokens, maybe this is something for you. If you live outside the United States and you want to be a part of this and try it out and start trading in these certain volumes just to see if you can get in, there's no promise. Again, this is just kind of a lottery in some way. Then you can do that. Personally, for me, I'm just going to have some funds allocated in Huobi because I do believe the DIO token will be listed on Huobi, because Huobi, as we realize, Huobi Ventures is invested in Decimated. So most likely the token's going to be launched on here. So I have that as a backup as well. Obviously, this is the site right here about the DIO sale for the token. And you can see here just kind of how it works. So feel free to check that out on their website if you are not familiar with it already. Now, my third and last thing that I think is important for everyone, especially in the United States, is if you want to buy this token, buy it on Radium. I'm always confident on Radium. I've bought many tokens on Radium in terms of gaming. This is bought in the Solana blockchain, so Radium is going to be the place to be where DIO is going to be listed on. Now, this obviously involves you connecting your Phantom wallet, but if you look under the token list, you will not see DIO in the search engine. So this is what you have to do, and this is a secret, okay? And I want you to pay attention. If you don't, rewind the video. So what you're going to do is you're going to go onto Google. All right, you're going to go into Google. You're going to type in decimated contract address. You're going to scroll down to gemhunters.net where it says decimated token. Once you click on that, it's going to take you to a website. And right here, it says the Solana contract address. And you're going to copy that address. And it'll say address has been copied to clipboard. Once that happens, you go back to Radium. You go here on the bottom tab, and you make sure to paste that address. and it will say, do you want to add token? And you make sure you approve of that. And then once you do that, you gotta do a test with like some other token, and I'll ask you to approve again the terms, which is I understand and I agree to inserting this token in there. And then you're set and ready to have that. Now, I don't know why this information isn't posted on CoinMarketCap or anywhere else, but that's how you do it, and that's the trick. For me, I will not be participating in these IDOs. I will be waiting for the token to launch because I do not want to waste money putting that money into a launchpad token or an exchange when I could just put that money into the token itself. And I do not care about the 5 cents. I do not want to screw myself over, and I've had too many stories of people who have not had good experiences. So that is basically it, guys. I wanted to show you how to get this coin on your own. Again, if you have VPAD tokens, go on VLaunch. If you have Huobi tokens, use Huobi. If you live in the United States, stick with Radium. That is my advice for my viewers. So guys, that's it. So let me know in the comments down below how you feel about Decimated and the DIO token. How are you going to participate in this? Are you going to participate in Firestarter, VPAD, Huobi, Radium? Let me know. And let me know if you feel bullish on the token for 2022. What is your price prediction once the token launches? Because right now it's going to be sold for 5 cents. Will it go 100x, 50x, 25x when the token launches? I want to know, because your comments matter so much. So guys, with that said, like that button and subscribe to the channel.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the global crypto assets exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.